Okay. Don't need an introduction or anything. But I guess I'll ask, like, how is it that Chinese students, or not students, or just like the Chinese culture interacts like non-verbally in a sense of when they're like out at the market or out in like shopping? Do they normally stand more close, or do they stand more far apart from one another?
You mean like in
a public space? Yeah.
Do people like
stand closer to each other, or do they like kind of give each other that personal space?
I mean, it's well, I think people probably, if people don't know each other, then they try to maintain a kind of safe distance, right? And if it's nonverbal interaction, I mean, so then they do some like hand gestures to let people understand each other, which doesn't require close distance.
Okay, hand gestures like what?
If they're trying to talk in numbers, then use numbers. Did I understand you correctly?
You're saying if they try to talk in numbers?
I don't know, like what kind of interaction?
Like just like, for example, in America, if we're like out at the grocery store, people stand like the, you know what I mean, like this, you know what I mean?
In lines and stuff.
Yeah, in lines and stuff. As I know that other cultures, they will be right up on you. You know what I mean? It'll be normal.
Okay, so I think people are quite aware of the distance. Like if you're too close, then people feel it's scared.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're quite cautious, I would think.
Oh, okay.
In general, particularly I think in China, like if you don't know that person well, or if you totally don't know that person, if that person is in trouble on the street or something, people are still super cautious with what's happening in the environment, particularly when it's a totally like stranger situation.
Okay.
They will try to stay as far as possible. Don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, if you know the person, and it's more closer.
Yeah, if you know the person, then probably they will stay closer together as a kind of a group. So to stay safe, like against the environment.
Yeah.
I would say, in that way. Yeah.
What about when you greet another person? What do you all do? Do you shake hands? I know in America we shake hands. I don't know in China if they shake each other's hands when you greet someone you don't know or you meet someone.
Yeah, we shake hands if it's in a quite formal situation, like if it's like a business or company, or even as long as it's a kind of formal situation and where you are introduced with someone new, then you shake hands. Otherwise, I would say if you're in a more like kind of like family gathering or something, if you're interested in someone's friend, then I think shaking hands is not that common in a more private like gathering or situation.
What do?
Just greet like this.
You just wave your hand.
Wave hands, yeah.
Oh, you don't hug?
No hug.
No hug.
Yeah.
What about if it's your mom? Do you give her a kiss or something?
No.
How do you like show any type of affection or anything? Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's your loved one, like girlfriend or mom or little sister or something, you just wave when you see them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's no hug.
There's no hug or no kiss. There's no kiss on the cheek or anything.
No kiss at all, unless you're like super young, super like a kid.
Oh, like a baby.
Yeah, I would say like maybe elementary school level.
Oh, okay, up until then.
Yeah.
And then like
until probably middle school, high school, people are not that touchy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about like between friends? Like, are you touchy with your friends?
I think it depends on it's case by case.
Yeah, that's true.
For me, until probably high school, I'm quite touchy with my friends.
Oh, okay.
But when it's college friends, it becomes less touchy, but there's still some kind of touch, like put hand on shoulder or something. That's kind of to show the close.
Oh, okay.
No more than that, I guess. No hug.
No hug. What about holding hands?
Holding hands. Holding hands is only for like you're super close in relationship with someone or dating someone.
Oh, okay.
So I think it will be interpreted or read by other people as you're in a relationship with this person.
What about like?
But that might be because he's a guy and you're a girl, for example. Maybe you're thinking about a girl. In here, for example, you hold hands together.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What if like two girls, like, and they're just friends? Maybe they could be dating, but what if it's like two friends that are girls? They wouldn't like link arms or hold each other's hands.
For girls, they can be a bit closer, I would say.
Oh, okay. Like they would.
Yeah,
would
people,
do what?
If they're holding hands, then people may read them as like dating. Even they're girls. But if they're just simply not holding, like try to kind of a bit hugging type, then it's fine. Okay. Yeah.
To convey that they're close or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they mean like put their arm around.
Yeah, put their arm around it. It's,
okay.
Yes, particularly like I think hand holding is somehow a symbol of relationship.
Yeah. And then men, like two male friends, they wouldn't would they put their arm around one another or?
Arm around is okay, not hands. I think it's more kind of sensitive for some people. Holding hands is something like has more kind of meaning as a relationship or something.
So then, what about like eye contact? With people in public, do you all normally, or maybe just people in general, do you all normally make eye contact to, I don't know, show a sign of respect, or what does eye contact mean in Chinese culture?
I don't know if it's a specific Chinese culture or not, but I don't know when I got this idea, but I think when we are talking, we try to keep eye contact as much as possible. Even though before that, I'm a bit shy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I feel it's hard to keep watching for a long time.
Yeah.
So, but I think try to at least looking into someone's eye while talking is a respect. So, yeah. I don't know if it specifically has the kind of Chinese context or not, but most people probably would think in the same way, like it's a kind of to show the politeness. Okay. Yeah.
Is it disrespectful at all to look away or look down upon?
Not really. People really don't really have such. I never see anyone complaining about this. If someone's not looking at others, I think it's not required. It's something super problematic if someone totally doesn't look.
Oh, really? It's not really problematic?
Yeah, it's not as
big of a deal.
Yeah, as long as the person is answering your questions.
Oh, okay.
Can have a normal conversation. Yeah.
What about eye contact with the opposite sex? If you're passing by the opposite sex, if you're interested in the opposite sex, does eye contact mean anything in that situation if you're in public, or is it just nothing?
If you don't know someone, then if you keep looking at that person, it may be a bit weird. Yeah, I would say probably. People, especially probably for girls, they may feel unsafe if you're being looked by a guy you don't know at all in a public situation.
Yeah, that's normal.
That's kind of But otherwise, I would say if you don't really know someone, If you're not really like talking to each other, if you're looking at each other, then I think both sides will feel a bit kind of embarrassing. Yeah. Sometimes like it's not like you feel unsafe or something, but just embarrassing. Kind of, yeah. If you look at each other, or in some situation that's when they're in. For example, like if you go to a event that people went to the place for the same kind of purpose. So even though they don't know each other, and then if they look at each other, then it's okay. They may like it may mean something like you want to start a conversation, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought like in China, they would stand more closer to each other than we did in the U.S. Because they say that, like, in China, it's more of a collectivistic culture.
Yeah.
Would that be something you would say is true?
Yeah, I would say it's like, if you know someone, you try to stay closer.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the other people in that public, right? So it's kind of, you're formulating a group.
Yeah.
That you feel safe. You're creating a safe zone. For you and your friends, so that's we are together as a group, not the other people.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's kind of self-defense kind of mechanism in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see what else I can ask. I think that may be it for the most part. And then what about to show that like you agree, you know what I mean, or you disagree? Because in English or in America, we like shake our head yes or shake our head no. I don't know if you have any different form of gesture.
People, I would say normally people just nod their heads and show agree, and sometimes even though they don't agree, they still keep nodding.
Really?
Yeah, they don't want to reject you or refuse your things directly. They try to see in a more ambiguous way. They will say, "I think this is a good idea," but blah blah blah. So they while they saying this, they keep nodding their heads.
Oh,
not too much, but
it's up and down, or
up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if they disagree? They'd still not.
Unless the person in power is much higher than the other, like a boss. Your boss will say, "No, you should not do this."
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, people will not do much. If they just wave their heads like left and right, then it's something very strong.
Oh, okay.
It's sometimes it's kind of offensive to someone if someone is saying,
yeah.
People don't want to really have a confront or try to or have a kind of conflict with the others. Yeah.
Oh.
So their gesture is more kind of ambiguous or more like try to be supportive to the others. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about like power dynamics as far as your mother, father? How is it that, is there like a difference in the way that you would do something, like a gesture to your mom or dad that you wouldn't do to your friends, or vice versa? Like, for example, like if my mom is talking to me, like I'm not going to turn my back, you know what I mean? Or anything like that. I have to make sure that I'm facing her because like it's my mom or dad, as opposed to if it's my friend, they could be over there. I don't necessarily have to like face them. I could just talk because they're not my mom.
I feel like these days the kind of hierarchy between parents and children are not that strong.
Oh, okay.
Children are I think it becomes a kind of issue or somehow kind of social kind of problem that these parents are trying to they take care of their children too much.
Oh.
So these children are not really afraid of their parents.
Oh, okay.
So like there's just a kind of lack of respect. they feel like they can request anything from their parents.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel, and the parents are there to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So I know like some of my friends, if they're very well educated,
mm-hmm.
and usually their parents are much stricter than other families. Then in that case, they are more kind of respect, or even a bit kind of subordinate to their parents. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you say like, would you say like overall maybe that they would try to make eye contact or face forward, or is it?
I don't think like people are very conscious of their gesture towards their parents.
Oh,
but
okay.
They certainly will not be as wild as they are with friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're still like be very kind of polite in front of their parents. They don't really behave in a weird way. Yeah.
What about you, like with your parents?
I probably behave super polite in front of my parents. Well, there are like my personal kind of family reason, because my current family is not the family who like breed me or raise me up, so it's a bit different situation. But I'm super polite to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, try to take care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make sure to, I don't know, wave to them or make eye contact or face them when you talk to them? Or is it just like...
Not really face to them. If I'm doing my phone or something, I'll just talk directly while watching my computer.
Okay, and it's not seen as disrespectful or anything?
Not really, unless my parents have really serious thing want to talk with me.
Oh,
They start a serious topic.
Yeah.
Then they may say, "Oh, stop this. Let's talk." Something like this, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, in casual, just like regular life moments, it's fine. Also, I think everybody's comfortable with each other doing their own business. But as long as verbally you respond to them, it's fine. Because my mom usually call me from another room, just like if I'm in the living room, she's in the bedroom, then she just call my name, and then I just respond directly to her. But there's no actually like a contact of eye contact or anything, because we're in different locations.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I think that would be for the most part. Voice. What about like an emblem, like we have a thumbs up, we have like the middle finger, you know what I mean? Like, do you have any like hand symbols that mean anything in Chinese that you would like everyone knows, you know what I mean?
We use this as well.
Oh, you do? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So, but I think it's only for young generation. But for like older generation, probably they don't really know this. What does this mean? But we use this. This means good.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think everybody use this. And then when you take photos, this is good.
This is yeah. Yeah. This is good for photos.
For photos, it means like victory or something. I don't know.
Oh.
So usually people do this. Yeah, peace or whatever things. It means kind of happy moments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For numbers, there are different ways to count numbers. Different people from different part of China, they have different ways to count numbers.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is it like? Well, I kind of just mean like, I don't know, just like a general sense of just emblems, but like, I don't know if you would go around like holding up numbers with your hands. You know what I mean?
But for my communication.
Yeah, as far as like communication.
Yeah. What else? Probably not much other gestures. Not much, I guess.
And then what about like voice levels? Like, do you change your voice at all depending upon who you're talking to, or is it? Did you like speak in a higher voice, lower voice, or more soft tone, or is it just?
It's. I think it's more about the personal kind of his self-awareness in where he is staying, he or she is staying. It's, some people I met, they don't care if they speak super loud in a public space. Sometimes they got if in a restaurant and the waiter or waitress come, can you lower your voice? Sometimes it happens, but in most of cases, people try to stay quiet because they don't want their like the content they're talking about to be heard by other people.
Oh, okay.
Right? So they try to keep their voice quite low, and it's, especially if there's a power relation, you're talking to a boss, then you should talk in a more polite way and with a lower voice. Yeah, but I saw some people who don't care.
Yeah, so it's always.
So they just always talk in the same tone. They don't really feel uncomfortable if they're being looked at in a different weird way.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but there's certainly, I think the power structure matters in a way. Yeah. So.
Is there anything else that maybe you want to add about like nonverbal gestures as far as a power dynamic? You mentioned tone of voice
and also
eye contact.
I don't know if that matters because some people. When they're talking in particular like a dialect, the dialect, probably it's a linguistic issue. Like people think when they're talking in dialect, their voice is or the pitch is particularly higher than usual, so people feel it's kind of offensive. Yeah, because especially when I come from Shanghai, and Shanghainese have a particular dialect, and there are lots of people who are not non-native Shanghainese, but they come later as like a second generation of immigrants to the city, and they feel like the local native Shanghainese people are super not polite to others because when they're talking in dialects, it's somehow super offensive to them. But even though those Shanghainese people say, "Oh, we were talking a normal pitch, normal regular way," but still,
it'll be like a higher pitch tone.
Yeah, people feel super uncomfortable. There's lots of kind of tension between groups.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if that matters, but it's
no, it does matter. I'm just trying to see. Is there anything you do as far as like a behavior to I don't know, like a nervous behavior or like I don't know, when people are nervous they like shake their foot or like tap their pen or like for example
something like
mess with your hair, like if it's your friend or someone. Like, is it normal for people to be like, oh, you have something on your eyebrow? I don't know.
I sometimes mess up my hair.
Yeah.
Trying to do this. Sometimes, or like play with my fingers like this. Or if I have some object, I'll just keep playing it. A pen or something, just keep playing it. It's not like I'm not always aware of that. But sometimes when I'm aware of that, I have already been doing that for quite a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Is it something that's like a gesture or habit that's common is between like the Chinese culture? Because I know like a lot of people in America will bite and chew on pens. I don't know why. I feel like everyone eats pens.
I noticed like probably for girls they play hair a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's something common. For guys, I don't really know because if they don't have long hair, they cannot reach that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for girls, it's easier to reach their type. Yeah. Not particularly other type.
And so, like, when a conversation is over, is there anything that you do to, you know, let them know that the conversation's over? You wave goodbye, or I don't know.
Yeah, wait for goodbye. Make some kind of gesture, like it's like a symbol of like farewell, right?
This just your hand up.
I usually do this. Some people just wave hand. I just do this to be cool.
Yeah.
To be like fast and quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend too much time doing the gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a symbolic gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going. See you or something. Yeah. Yeah, and also, if we are talking on the phone, then usually if people are trying to be super polite, then they keep saying, "Oh, I'm handing," and the other say, "I'm also handing," and the other one will say, "I'm handing again." Handing the phone. I'm handing up the phone.
Oh, hanging up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand the phone. And
okay.
Try to confirm again
that they're
right rounds, and eventually one side just like hand. I think it's like people don't want to be the one who like press the button to hand or to say goodbye. Right. They want the other, so they wait until the end, until the other one to really like disappear. Yeah, something like that. So
there's like a really like notion I'm kind of getting of just making sure you don't disrespect the other person.
Yeah, and if you're in the airport, like sending someone off, then they try to stay there, look at you, disappear in the gate or something. Wait until the other disappear. They will not turn around.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, in case you're turning around, look at them. Like they try to be facing to you, looking at you, witness the moment you're leaving or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, some people do that, and I also do that. Try to wait at least, stand there for quite a long time, even though that person has been walking away for quite a distance. Yeah.
Okay. And then, as far as like personal space, like, I don't know, to like claim your own like personal space, we may do something like put our backpack on the table. Not saying you're trying to claim this as your space, but like, I don't know, we may like, I don't know, oh, my bag's here, so like, this is my seat. I don't know. Is there something similar like that? Or is it something different?
Yeah, it's quite common that people, when in public, in a library or somewhere, people put their stuff on a table to show that this is my spot, but here's already someone's occupying it, even if the person is away or something. So, particularly for college students, they go to the library. There's so many people try to get a seat, so they put same books on different spots for their friends to occupy the place. I mean, it's not a good thing, but yeah. And when people see those things already, when they see books or like or backpacks on the table, they'll just go to other places. They
wouldn't ever move someone else's stuff.
They don't want to touch it. Most of people will not. Unless someone's super mad.
Yeah, but usually
Usually it works. You can occupy the space for your friends. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Or unless there's a particular rule in the library. You cannot like occupy spots for someone else. You should be present while you're using the library. Something like that. Unless there's a rule that people will just occupy the space. Yeah. And people will not touch them, I guess.
Okay. Okay. I think that's enough. Thank you so much.